Statement of fact number 22. Dr. Buttar charged patient C over $32,000 for treatments that had no proven scientific medical effectiveness. Immediately prior to his death, patient C sent a check to Dr. Buttar for partial payment in the amount of $6,700. Before Dr. Buttar could cash the check, patient C's widow canceled the check because she felt that Dr. Buttar's treatments were useless. The first issue with this is that I don't deal with the financial issues, but this is what the patient was charged, and the patient was making payments. The wife of the patient, who never agreed with any of his treatments, who on at least 2 occasions that I was personally made aware of by the patient himself, because the wife did not support his decision to get these type of treatments, that this woman stopped payment on the check. It's interesting, the medical board says that they were charged $32,000. That's absolutely true, but that's not what we got. And the entire reason that this woman complained to the medical board was because she wanted that balance to be written off. She first canceled the check, and then when she was turning to collection, she said that if you don't stop the collection process, I will turn you over to the medical board. The medical board's job is to ensure the safety of a patient. They are not supposed to get into financial matters that have nothing to do with them. Their job is only to take care and protect the patient from any injustices that were done. This patient had decided that this is what they wanted. Those were the charges for the treatment. The patient was fully aware of that, and then the woman who wants to try to get money back filed a complaint to the medical board trying to say that we had taken advantage of her husband by doing treatments that weren't effective. It wasn't her choice, it was her husband's choice. But the treatments were rendered, so why shouldn't they be paid for? And the medical board is trying to come up and say that this is taking advantage of somebody unnecessarily, this is fraudulent. Well, why don't they look at how many people die from chemotherapy and radiation therapy, and how many of those patients are paying exponentially hundreds of thousands of times of more what these patients paid, and how their quality of life just goes right down the tube. Why don't we look at that? Why don't they scrutinize that? Why is it that the American Cancer Society and the National Cancer Institute, according to Samuel Epstein, why are they the most profitable non-profit organizations posting profits of over $850, $900 million after all the research and all the stuff funding? Why is that? Don't you understand that if I am successful, or any doctor is successful at treating cancer and curing cancer and patients getting better, that no longer do they have to go through chemo and radiation, that we are a threat, that those patients, their existence is a threat to the hierarchy, because cancer is a major, major moneymaker for the medical profession. Cancer cannot be cured now because they won't let it be cured. You tell me that we can go to the moon and we can come up with flight, and neurotransmitters and computer chips are evolving so fast, but we don't have the technology of how to stop cancer? And do you really believe that? Of course we've known how to cure cancer for the last 75 years. Hoxsey, Rife, Kelly, all these different people that had done work and had shown that cancer can be cured were ostracized and demonized and destroyed. Because why? Because they threatened the system. They threatened the financial machine that's been created that feeds off of cancer. This is the same thing as coming up with an alternate fuel source. If we find a car right now that you could pour water into and that you would run, you think that person would be alive, or you think that information would be tolerated? Of course not. Because the system is dependent upon oil. And as soon as you start coming up with something different, it threatens the system, and that system has to now reinforce itself and eliminate that new innovative technology that promises a benefit and promises a better future for mankind.